Prime Minister Narendra Modi just finishing up his speech in Rajya Sabha, a fiery speech, attack all out on every political party, including the Congress party, the Gandhi family, and also just take a look at election-bound state. He took up one by one, attacked the TMC, and then, of course, also took on the Congress party vis-a-vis Assam as well. More than 97-minute long speech of Prime Minister. Remember, he was not able to speak in Lok Sabha. So it was an all-out attack today from the Prime Minister, responding to all the barbs and the jibes, and also a very long speech in which he once again, in the with the true Narendra Modi fashion, spoke about how he has been victimized, how there have been attacks on him, spoke about, the videos going viral about somebody said about the kabar khudegi remark, and then also, in fact, went on to attack Rahul Gandhi without naming him, calls him the Yuvraj, spoke about Mr. Bittu, the MOS in the Government of India, Rajya Sabha member who had his run-in with the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi yesterday when the Gaddar remark was made on him, took that on, said that this is an attack on the Sikhs, on the entire Sikh community. So an all-out political, sharp attacking speech by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the Rajya Sabha. Remember, he was to speak in the Lok Sabha yesterday at 5 p.m. That could not happen. Today, when his speech began, there was massive ruckus, a lot of sloganeering as far as the opposition is concerned before they walked out. Let me very quickly go across to my colleague Vasudha Venugopal, editor politics NDTV, who is joining me at this moment. Vasudha, as expected, the Prime Minister more or less responding to all the jibes of the opposition, the attacks which have been made on him, first defended the trade deal and then went out in an all-out attack, whether it was TMC, Gandhi family, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, from Assam to West Bengal. It was an all-out attack by the Prime Minister.
That's right, Ankit. The Prime Minister seems to have covered a lot of ground in his speech today, and this was a much anticipated speech because remember, he was supposed to speak yesterday and he could not speak. And today, when I was speaking to Rajya Sabha MPs in the Parliament, they said they were all asked to come to the Parliament by 2 p.m. 2 p.m. and they were all preparing to conserve energy because they were all prepared to disrupt the Prime Minister's speech. But yes, the Prime Minister went on speaking. It was a long speech, and he did attack not just Rahul Gandhi, but specifically Mamata Banerjee also. Remember, Bengal also goes to polls. He specifically said that TMC went to court to protect infiltrators. That's going to be the main pitch for the BJP. A couple of important points. One, he did praise Yogi Adityanath for fighting encephalitis. He also specifically said that the Congress's startup has failed, referring to Rahul Gandhi, calling him arrogant, but not really taking names. And at the same time, he also praised his government's work when it comes to AI, tech, the budget, and most importantly, governance. And he said that when it came to his government has managed to bring the country amongst the top 3 economies of the world. It was just amongst fragile 5, and he in fact also talked about efforts made by the Congress party to stall Parliament in the past, and he said that there's not been a session of the Parliament when he has not been abused. Now, this is something that the Prime Minister has always done. He has often used personal insults to also mobilize support for him. It's a political move that he makes, and also something that has social and emotional connotations because people also connect with the Prime Minister. It's a 3-term elected Prime Minister. Yes, so this is something that, that resonates with people, and he did the same today. But most importantly, a mix of praise for his own government and sharp attacks on the opposition.
Absolutely. A front foot attack on the opposition. And then, of course, the Prime Minister trying to strike that emotional chord with his voters, especially the women, when he spoke about how there have been people, those who have been talking about kabar khudegi, and they went on with how he has been in fact attacked. Let me very quickly, Vasudha, thank you for joining me. Let me very quickly go across at this moment to Mr. Nasir Hussain, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha of the Congress Party, who is joining me. Sir, if you would allow me, it was more than 95-minute speech of the Prime Minister in the Rajya Sabha, despite the, initially the ruckus that we saw. I just want to play out a bite where he specifically attacked the Congress Party, and then I would require your reaction on that. Just allow me a minute. We'll play that reaction. reaction, and then I'm going to come to you. Just let's just play out Prime Minister's attack on the Congress party.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, कल जो घटना घटी, इसी सदन के एक माननीय सांसद कांग्रेस के शातिर दिमाग जिनका है ऐसे युवराज ने उनको गद्दार कह दिया। अहंकार कितने सातवें आसमान पर पहुंच चुका है इनका, और कांग्रेस को छोड़कर के
Nasir Saab, you heard what the Prime Minister was saying. He was referring to what happened yesterday between the leader of opposition and Mr. Ravneet Bittu, formerly from your party, now Minister of State, a member of the Rajya Sabha. He said that this is arrogance of the, referred to Mr. Rahul Gandhi as Yuvraj, an all-out attack, sir, on the Gandhi family, said that, the startup has failed to take off.
So, the Prime Minister uses these kind of incidents to hide behind these kind of incidents because he has nothing to say on what is happening in the economy, what is happening in the country. He knew that he and his government will be attacked left, right and center if the debate was allowed in Lok Sabha. That's the reason why LOP Rahul Gandhi ji was not allowed to speak for 4 days. For 4 days he was not allowed to speak. He was not allowed to refer to one book which is there in public domain, one book which was written by ex-army chief. He knew that he has surrendered to the US President. It is the US President through whose tweet the Parliament, when in session, got to know about the tariffs, that we have the way we have surrendered to their dictates, the way we have surrendered our economy to them, the way we have surrendered our farm economy to them, the way we have surrendered our farmers' rights, farmers' blood, and farmers' sweat to the American dictates. So he didn't want to listen to all these things. That's why he is hiding behind this incident. Okay. And what was the incident? He's saying he's always in the habit of saying one side of the story. Did he say what did the said member of Parliament tried to comment on the MPs those were sitting and agitating there? Okay. Do you know what were the comments he was passing? Why did Rahul Gandhi ji have to make that comment on this person? He was in our party. He got all the best in our party. He goes to other party for his own convenience and opportunism. And then he comments on the members those are sitting on the staircase and protesting.
But Nasir Saab, the Prime Minister referred to that. He said that there have been so many people from the Congress party, those who have gone to other political parties. Why single out a Sikh? He in fact made that an issue as the Congress party was attacking the Sikhs of the country.
Hold on. It is not just about leaving our party and going to other parties. There are a number of people those have gone to the other party. In fact, BJP has at least 20% of the people those have gone from different parties, 20-30%. He was not attacked for that. He was attacked for the kind of comments he made. He says that Deshdrohi. He says Deshdrohis are sitting there. If he says that Deshdrohis are sitting there, and should he get away with that? If anybody speaks in that language to any congressman, this is what they will get back in return.
Okay, let me ask you one more question because, as I told my guests, it's been a very long speech. Very quickly, Nasir Saab, I want to understand from you. Prime Minister said that, the opposition ran away. They chose well, they ran away because I was not going to stop. Their energy was initially only used in making all those comments against me, and then they ran away when I came to the moot point of my speech.
See, it was the Prime Minister who ran away from the Lok Sabha. It was the Prime Minister who ran away from both the houses for so many years. He doesn't sit in Lok Sabha, doesn't sit in Rajya Sabha, doesn't go to the Parliament. He doesn't attend any session of the Parliament. He only goes to make the ceremonial speeches there. And all his ceremonial speeches is scripted, written, long, apni peeth thapthapana, just tapping his back, and then empty slogan, hollow slogans, uses these kinds of incident to hide behind these kind of incident because of what he has done to the economy of our country, because what he has done to the social fabric of our country, because what he has done to the security of our country. The speaker says that he has report that the Prime Minister would be attacked in Lok Sabha. if the same intelligence had been used, probably they would have avoided a Pahalgam kind of a situation and a Red Fort kind of a situation.
Okay.
What is this nonsense they are trying to teach us? He didn't go to the Lok Sabha. Our LOP was not allowed to speak there.
Right.
And then I think,
Right.
I don't know how many times in the history in our parliamentary democracy it has happened that LOP has not been allowed to
Nasir
speak.
Saab.
And the vote had to be, the president utters had,
Nasir Saab, with respect, because
had to be passed in the din.
with respect, two of my other guests are also waiting. If you allow me, let me very quickly get in.
Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, when he wanted to make a point when the Prime Minister was there, he was not allowed to speak.
Okay, so let me bring in Asutosh as well, because he's been very patiently waiting, and so is Mr. Tuhin Sinha. Nasir Saab, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know that you agreed for making your comments after the Prime Minister's speech. Asutosh, what do you make of Prime Minister's speech? Is it on expected lines, largely a political speech where we saw him, in fact, going to Assam, West Bengal, attacking the opposition parties, and of course, reserved his the best for the Gandhi family right in the end? He covered a lot of ground. What do you make of that speech?
See, the Prime Minister's speech was on expected lines. There's no doubt about it. But if you go back in time in 2014 and 2015 and 16, there is the same pattern. Every time, almost more than half of the speech is on attacking the Congress party, and their track record and posing himself and his government as is the only government which is doing something. So, in my opinion, it is attack on the Congress party, but it's a very boring attack. I don't see anything which is substantial in that sense. And I think this acrimony between the opposition and the government should stop somewhere, because this is not helping neither to the opposition nor to the government. This doesn't nice that when the Prime Minister is speaking and the opposition is not there. This is not good for the democracy, because democracy is not defined by the government. Democracy is defined by the opposition. And if opposition is not there, this smacks up that the Indian system is either not democratic enough, or it is moving towards an authoritarian system.
Tuhin, I'm completely out of time because the Prime Minister spoke for the majority of my show. So I just want to give you the last word on this. The opposition, though, did walk out. But the fact is, as Asutosh is saying, nothing new as far as the speech is concerned, on expected lines, accusing the Prime Minister. The Congress is saying it's a pattern. He goes into this whole victimhood when he speaks, and attacks the opposition.
The Prime Minister's speech today was a masterclass in statesmanship as against the Congress party's behavior, which, borders on Maoist gimmicks. If you heard the Prime Minister's speech carefully, he has spoken about infrastructure projects which were stuck for the last many decades. But, also you have seen the pace at which infrastructure projects get executed today. But I'm glad he took the elephant in the room. He took on some of the most obnoxious comments which Congress leaders have been repeatedly making, especially the slogans of Modi Teri Kabr Khudegi from, Congress rallies at least on 2 occasions in the last 2 years. And I think Congress leaders need to explain why they want Prime Minister gone. Is it because of the abrogation of Article 370? Is it because of Operation Sindoor? Is it because Indus Water Treaty has been annulled? And finally, I think I'm very shocked. Nasir Hussain is justifying the usage of word Gaddar for somebody who has left the party. That way, Shatrughan Sinha has left our party, Yashwant Sinha has left our party, Kirti Azad left our party. Have we ever used that kind of word against somebody who has left the party? What kind of perverse entitlement?
Okay, I'm completely out of time. If we go into a moral debate about the kind of words that are being used these days in politics, I think that will consume itself in a full program. Asutosh, Tuhin Sinha, Nasir Saab, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much.